everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and you've clicked on this video because you feel like it might appeal to you, maybe you're going through a similar thing, then thank you for stopping by, and I do hope that you stick around. I just thought I'd take a moment because I'm basically just turning the car over for a little bit. Obviously it hasn't been driven for so long, and so I've just decided to, well, Johnny's asked me to come and get the engine going for a little bit. So I'm all wrapped up snugly and I'm looking at the queue for the co-op, and it's long, so I'm gonna have to stand out in the cold shortly because we've got to go and get some bits. But yeah, I thought I would talk about mental health and COVID and how it has affected me, because it's bad enough suffering with depression, suffering with low self-esteem, feeling rubbish, bored all the time, you know, when you've got options. But we are now unfortunately in a situation where we don't have options, and yeah, I've had to isolate for the last 10 days. I've actually been isolating for longer than that because I'm actually a bit scared to go out now, but my family members caught COVID and have been in and out of hospital, and it's just been very stressful. And the sad thing is they got COVID from being in hospital for something completely different. So they'd gone into hospital for something completely different, caught COVID, ended up back in hospital, and then other family members have got it. We've been in contact over the Christmas period, so because they're our support bubble. So it's just been really difficult. I've not even been able to see my family. Brandon hasn't been able to see, you know, his grandparents and his auntie, and that's hard because, you know, he's growing up and not, he's at the age where if he doesn't see someone for very long, he almost forgets who they are. And yeah, it's oh, I don't know, it's hard because it's so easy when you're stuck at home to just put the TV on, stay in bed longer, don't bother getting changed, don't do your hair, don't do your makeup, just do nothing and just laze around all day, and that isn't good for your mental health. But when you know you're not going anywhere and you're waking up knowing you can't go anywhere, and you're turning on the telly or the news, or you're on your phone and you're reading about thousands more people that have died or got infected, or your family members are texting you and saying, I've got it now, it's gut-wrenching. It's really hard. And yeah, we've kind of had to try and find things to do that keep us kind of focused on other things. So we've been watching a lot of Netflix, we've been watching, you know, TV shows and films. I've been doing some decluttering, some organising, some tidying up, some cleaning, just kind of getting the place a bit more nicer to be in, seeing as I'm stuck there. Fortunately we have Brandon to keep us on our toes, so we are often running around playing. When he naps, I nap, because if you don't know me, then you won't know that I'm pregnant. 24 weeks, and my naps are important. So I always nap when he naps, apart from now he's napping and I've had to come out to the shop. But yeah, it's not easy, it's not easy. And when you go out, you're anxious because you don't want to catch anything. You go in a shop and people aren't socially distancing, and some people aren't wearing masks, some shops aren't enforcing any rules, you could just go in. And yeah, it's just hard, it's hard. And if it gets cold enough to snow, I want to take my baby out, I want him to see the snow for the first time and get some cute pictures. But it's like now you can't even do, like, there's restrictions on exercise and what you consider exercise. People are being fined for going out and walking or going to a drive-through and eating in their car, and they're being fined because it's considered a picnic. They're not out necessarily, they could take that home and eat it, so it's not a necessity that they're out eating in their car even though they've just been to a drive-through. Do you know what, we need fresh air, we need scenery, we need change. And something as simple as going to a drive-through and getting yourself some food and just stopping in the car park to eat it, you can't even do that. I think this is a time where you really need to love your home, love your family. If you've got things that are bugging you or things you need to work on, now's the time to work on them, because that's where you're going to be for the foreseeable future. We don't know how long this is going to go on for, but it's not going to go away anytime soon because people aren't listening. I am shocked at how many people are still going out, how many kids are still hanging out. People aren't listening, and it's like, I get there are some things you have to go out for, I get that. I can see people stood outside waiting for the post office. You've got to send things back, or because now everyone's online shopping, so they're probably more likely to be going to post office and sending things back. But if you have depression or anxiety, if you suffer with mental health, let me know how you're coping. And if you're not coping, use this video as a conversation thread to get talking to others, and hopefully we can pick each other up. Maybe you've got suggestions to help that you found have helped you. Personally, for me, I've been listening to more music. I've been just trying to keep busy, doing something productive. You know, just trying to do something productive every day. But it's hard, it is hard. And it's a tougher world we live in. It's not easy when you are already a depressed person. I'm actually on my way. I'm actually going to the pharmacy in a minute to get more meds because they have really helped me. If you're on medication, take them. I have always been rubbish at that. I've skipped days here and there, but I've actually been taking them solid now for about 2 to 3 weeks, just constant, every day, taking them, and definitely has helped. But yeah, it's gonna get worse. And if you suffer with mental health, you're gonna probably find yourself, I don't know, hitting rock bottom. Feeling more alone than you did before. But you know, that's why we have video call. That's why we have YouTube. That's why we have WhatsApp. That's why we, you know, there's ways we can keep in contact with our family, but I appreciate it's not the same. I really miss my family. I haven't seen my dad. Well, actually, I haven't seen my dad since Christmas Day. But before that, I hadn't seen him for weeks because he was unwell. My mum and my sister, I haven't seen them for about 2 weeks, or just a little bit over 2 weeks. It's hard. Mental health isn't easy, and this situation isn't making it any easier, but we've got to do it because people are dying. It's serious. It's not, don't think that you're immune or that you're not going to get it or that you'll be okay, because you just never know. You just never know. My family were fine. You know, they had to go back to work. They were still, they were like key workers, and they were working, and they never got sick. But they got sick eventually because they had to go to hospital, and they caught it in the one place that you think you're safe. So you're not immune. You're not, no matter what age you are, you know. So please start listening to the rules. The virus moves with people. If we stop moving, the virus stops moving and it dies. Simple. Don't go out. There's no need for it. Enjoy your family time, make memories. Yeah. Anyway, I've kept you long enough. I'm going to go put my mask back on, stand in the queue for the co-op. I'm going to get myself some cakes because I've fancied cakes the last couple of days. Our oven's broken, so I can't bake any. So I'm going to get myself some little cupcakes. I've also got to get my meds, and yeah. Anyway, listen, this wasn't meant to be a depressing video. I just want you to know that it's hard times. We can help each other. We can get through it. If you do have a mental health problem, like it's a problem. It's not, you know what I mean? I have a mental health problem, but it's not a problem. It's, whew, just let me know below. Let's chat. Let's be friends and help each other get through this. And I'll see you in my next video.